It is July of 1937, and the people of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics are doing quite poorly. It seems some sort of sickness has swept the land, perhaps a variant of the Spanish flu. But it has laid the people of Russia low, and the working quality of the factories, the farmers, and everything all else has suffered as industry plummets. Hopefully we will recover, and we shall expect so, because the people of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics is fed on a good diet of sunshine, of good black bread, and the juice of the potato. Welcome all to Global War 1936. We are looking at turn number 3, the July 1937 turn. If you couldn't tell, I'm feeling quite poorly and underneath the weather. I'm not sure what I have, but I've been struggling with something for the last 2 weeks, and it is not very fun. So today is particularly bad on me. I haven't updated any of the people's turns except for Germany as it pertains to the Spanish Civil War. Everything has stayed as is, so hopefully I haven't missed anything too vital. My opponents and competitors have said that I haven't. It should be okay. I don't know what the Japanese are doing, but I suspect things are fairly normal there. So let's dive right into the turn. May as well make a short turn shorter. So first of all, let's roll for a recruitment roll we missed on our last turn. Bum, bum, bum. We always have to miss something, right? For the CCP, a recruitment roll for last turn, we're looking at a roll of 2 or less. Well, there we go. I wasn't actually expecting that. I would have rather had that as an influence roll, but nonetheless, we will take it. We will take anything we can get. So we're going to clone this guy and put him here. And as an infantry that we're going to put in that position as opposed to 2 militia. All right. So now we're going to roll for our influence roll. We have $3 to start off with. We're going to spend 2 for an influence roll, and here we have it. We need to roll a roll of 1, 2, 3, 4 or less, and we're hoping to get the Northern Peking Warlord. So 4 or less on this dice. Let's hope the dice gods are on our side. And we almost had a 4, but in the end, it ended up being nothing but a measly 6. All right, so we'll put that off to the side. All right, let's dive right into the turn. We don't have any money to spend. Well, anyways, let's leave it at that. We're going to collect our $3 of income and move past that point. So 1, 2, 3. And now we have another recruitment roll we have at the end of our turn, and we're looking for another roll of 2 or less. Let's see what it is. And it's a 10, so we missed. We can't hit everything correctly. Okay, while we're at it, let's roll for Mongolia while we're here. And they're looking at a 4 or less for Mongolia. Success. All right, so at least we got something there. So we are going to give them an infantry. It must be on this side. Infantry. No, I think that's a naval infantry. No, that's just regular infantry. Okay, that's going to go right here in Central Mongolia for those guys there. All right, and so that takes care of the Soviet Far East. Let's move on to the Russian neck of the woods proper. So we're getting a Lend-Lease artillery, anti-aircraft gun rather, for the Republicans, and 1 for the French as well. So they are $4 a piece. That brings us down to a lowly amount of 1. So let's. We're not going to make any moves as Russia. We're going to all leave it as is. We're trying to keep this turn as brief as possible. What we are going to do is we are going to move this Eastern Andalusian infantry back here. No combat moves. He comes back to Catalonia. We're going to send our... you know what? We are going to make some moves as the Russians. We're going to move this fleet here. 1, 2, 3. And they end up going from C-Zone A28. They come to A23. And I forgot we have on the Pacific side, we're going to move some fleet across here too. May as well. We're going to move our torpedo boat destroyer. He's going to come across 2 spaces and come out here on 1 space, A9, I guess it would be. So that's where he's going. And that about does it for all our fleet. We're going to put our fleet over here. You know what? We're not going to put them in port. They're just going to stay out there. Looks like the Germans are going to kick off action next turn, so that will be interesting to see how that goes. And I believe that was it. Okay, while we're doing non-combat move, let's move a couple more things. The cavalry is moving from Donetsk, Kuban to Smolensk. This infantry is coming up to, let's say, to eastern Ukraine. That's where it'll go. Motorized from Moscow is coming up to Leningrad. And also from northern Belarus, we're going to send in the motorized, the light tank into Leningrad as well. From western Russia, we're going to move 1 infantry north to Karelia. Alright, so that is even 5 infantry up in Karelia. And I believe that about does it. Does it for everything we want to do at this point. We're leaving this the Soviet Far East as is. And I'm not sure what went on that side. I might be sniped by some border clashes, but we'll have to see. We're going to use our 2 rail move to move 1... this North Caucasus unit is going to move rail all the way out to, let's say... Yeah, he's going to move out to Western Ukraine. Boom. And that'll do for all this stuff. All right, going on to other portions of the map. Let's take a look here. We moved these guys where they needed to go. Let's send our Lend-Lease. We're going to send this Lend-Lease out to southern France is where this is going to go. Yep, that seems to be the case. And like I said, France is out of date, so who knows what the situation looks like right now. And we're simply going to roll for recruitment roll here for Spain and see what they got. So we are looking at a dice roll of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or less. Let's see what we got. Move that off to the side. 5 or less. 5 or less. There we go. 4. So we're going to go for 2 militia. We're going to put 2 militia down in Catalonia, I think. Okay. I don't know if I brought in my Lend-Lease unit yet. So here we have 2 anti-aircraft guns, 2 militia, and 2 infantry, all sitting in Catalonia. So that's going to put up a, not a meaty defense, but, you know, something of a defense there at the very least, right? So we'll have to see how that goes. All right. That'll about do everything that we need to do. Let me just do a quick check on the map. So we don't need to roll for income increases just yet. Let's see. We're sitting in turn 3. Nope, not until next turn. Okay, that about does it then. So we're going to simply collect our income. That brings us back up to an income value of 9. A 4 for these guys, and I don't think I missed anything this turn for recruitment or otherwise. Hopefully, I'm sure there's stuff I missed because that's routine, right? You always got to miss something. Thank you all for watching, and check out the veterans turn next for the Japanese. Cheers.